Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 things I would tell my teenage self. I have recently come to the realization that I am turning 28 this year, so it's officially been a decade since I was 18. And I've been doing some self-reflection and just thinking about how much I've changed, how much I, process my thoughts differently, navigate life differently, and just all that good stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and share the top 5 things that I would tell teenage Lucy. The first thing I have written here is to be a kid. You know, little big people business. So, I always thought for the latter part of my years, I was in a real relationship, and I wish I didn't place so much energy and time and importance on that, because it's just most times, high school relationships are not going to really end up, working out or, being long term. So I wasted a little bit too much time and energy thinking about that. I also let, my experiences as a teenager kind of define or develop my thoughts of what love should be or will be, or and I let it affect my self-esteem a little bit too. I mean, rejection is hard for anybody at any age, but it's I feel like it's 10 times harder when your brain is not fully developed and you're not really sure of yourself. So yes, I would say be a kid. You don't need to be doing all these grown people stuff and putting yourself in grown up situations, because you only get to be a kid once, and it's very short period of time. Even when it seems like it's so long, it really is short in hindsight. So be a kid, do kids things, do the things that you love, even if it's not cool, or so yeah. The second thing I have written here is to love on yourself. So just be kind to yourself, and really acknowledge that everybody you're around, well, teenage wise, they are pretty much in the same space right now, learning about their self, learning about all the changes going on, and how to process life and all that stuff, getting a little bit of independence and seeing how, what they can do with it. So I would say love on yourself. Also, like, strengthen your faith, because when them 20 comes, boy, you're gonna need Jesus. No, you need God all day, every day. But I feel like when you're a teenager, you're not religion is a little bit more, or your spirituality and faith is a little bit more placed back on you. When you're younger, you might be told to go to church, or so I think as a teenage years is a good time to really strengthen your core, and your core for me is always going to be spirituality and religion, because without God, I'm not going to preach on here, but yes, guys, strengthen your faith in your God and your religion, and it will help you. It will help you, grow into the person that you're meant to be. It will help give you direction as to, where you should be thinking, where you should be going, what you should be working towards. And with that, I think you should really, create hobbies, or, explore your hobbies, explore your passion, because what we don't know is that as soon as you're 18, you're expected to know, who you want to be, what you're going to be, what you're going to do to sustain yourself financially and stuff like that. And I feel like in your teenage years is a good time to learn about yourself, learn what makes you happy, what brings you joy, maybe learn what doesn't, what's not good for you. It might give you some direction as far as, what steps you're going to take in early adulthood, whether it's going to school, or starting a bit, or whatever it's going to be. It's a good time to build on your hobbies. The third thing I have written here is to love on your family. And guys, I love my family. I've always loved family time. I've never really, and my mom will always say, like, I never liked being alone. So I always wanted to be around somebody. So I don't think I really took this for granted. I guess I miss it a little bit and wish I appreciated it more. I miss, like, my mom, making a huge breakfast on the weekends, and just, slouching around on the couch with my brother, my nephew. I miss my dad. My dad's in Jamaica. He's here back and forth, but I miss him in his weird self. I miss my aunts. I just miss my family. And it's once you get a little bit older, you lose that direct access to just that support and comfort that comes from people that mean you well, and that love you, that they really love you and want you to be your best self. So I do live with Peggy, so I don't know if I could ever really, I know we might not live together all the time, but I don't know how far apart we would actually live from each other. But I do miss my mom a lot. I miss my brother, my nephew, everybody, but I do miss my mom. I only see her about 2 to 3 times a year, and it's never for more than a week. And I guess as a teenager, I really didn't realize, how much I was gonna miss my mommy. So love on your family. Try to avoid any unnecessary like weird drama or tension. Just love, 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 love. The fourth thing I would say is to love on your friends. A lot of your friends, I would say, almost 80% of your friends are gonna grow apart. You're gonna choose different life paths that are gonna naturally just strain the friendship, and you might not have a falling out, but I have friends who've moved to different countries, different states, just all over. I've also had friends that passed away early, like right after high school or later on, and I think I just wished I focused more on just being loving on my friends, doing fun things, being a kid again, but and also just not don't make the assumption that because you come from, or for me, like I came from a pretty stable, well, stable in the sense that I had family, love and support. My needs and wants were met as a teenager. That wasn't the case for everybody. So be kind, I guess. Be kind to your friends, but be kind to your peers. Be kind to your schoolmates. Be kind to everybody that you're around, because you truly never know what other people are going through. And as a teenager, I think we're a little bit more self-centered. So I wasn't as compassionate or sympathetic towards people. That's something that I have been changing, because I've grown and learned that okay, everything's not bread and butter for everybody, and sometimes it's not even for me all the time. So just being considerate that people aren't always having the same luxuries or comforts that you have. The fifth thing I have is to be present. So just don't waste your life away. You're gonna be an adult, and it's gonna happen like that. It's gonna happen very quick. Also, adulthood is not all that it cracks up to be. So, just enjoy being a kid, enjoy not paying no bills and all that stuff. It's funny because I think about like my teenage years from 16 to like 18. I just thought I was gonna have a cool apartment, I was gonna have a car, and all these things, like as soon as I was an adult, not realizing you have to work for these things, and everything is expensive. You think you're gonna make your money and just be able to spend all your money on all the things that you want. That's kind of what it looks like as a teenager. Girl, I remember when my mom was like, "You need to get off my phone bill. You need to get off my phone bill." I was like, "Oh my gosh," devastated. So yeah, I really had a really good teenage years. I did. I have some really good friends too that I've grown with, or so I don't regret anything. But these were just the top 5 things that I would tell myself looking back, now that I'm old. But you guys, thanks for watching my videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.